want to ask you, because your Joe Jackson is incredible, and you really caught the essence of this man. What was it like to embody?
Do y'all see how Colman Domingo is looking? I was telling everybody before I went to the theaters, I said, I'm not going to lie, I'm most excited to see Colman Domingo. This brother is not playing around. Look at his face. Look at his face. This brother ain't playing. You see how serious he is, and the movie's done. His part's already done, and he still gets locked in. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He's not playing. Yo, Colman Domingo, man, I'm not going to lie. This brother right here, my gosh, the last 3, 4, 5 years, man, he has been smoking shit. Obviously, he's been smoking stuff his whole life. Well, y'all know what I mean. But, man, shout out to Colman Domingo, bro. Joe Jackson, absolute scene stealer of the movie. And honestly, one of the only side characters that had, like, some real, like, depth and complexity to him. I feel like other characters had complexity to him, but it didn't go like deep into it. And that's probably still one of my only complaints about the Michael movie, is that I wish we would have went deeper in a little bit of things, like how unnormal his childhood was. Even when they showed him like at the shopping store, I'm like, that was probably one of the only times Mike went shopping. Like, you know, his love life. I really wish they would have touched on some of his love life, because it was hard to watch that and be like, yeah, Michael Jackson had no hoes. Come on, stop it. I get it. This is a PG-13. I'm not saying you got to show anything, but let's not act like my nigga was Daddy Diana. Come on, stop it. Y'all, no way Mike had no hoes. Let's stop playing that right now. But Colman Domingo, man, this brother fucking killed it. Like, I have nothing but good things to say about that performance. Every time he came on screen, it just was beautiful. It was perfect. Just as a performance, not exactly what, you know, the character was doing, but I just love how he kind of sunk into the mindset, the aura of Joe Jackson, and you can imagine how as children they were scared shitless of him, and I just love how, you know, like I said, they kind of expressed that, like, even though this man was bad, I have to say clearly his tactics worked. Like, he made stars, you know, and that just is what it is.
To so many people of a certain age.
He's so known, but I think he's still very unknown. So for me, I first went into a lot of his interviews where he spoke about himself. And I wanted to see his personality, the way he talked about himself, about this, the way he navigated through life, which is different than the way other people would perceive you. People would perceive him as being tough or harsh or things like that. But I'm like, oh, but also he had a great sense of humor. He had a sense of his own humanity as well. He was a father, a blue-collar father of 9 children, and he gave them everything. So I think he gave a sense of rigor and purpose, and I think that that's everlasting. So I wanted to look at that. And if I examine that, I want to find the most complex version of Joe that I think could also live in me.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser.
I'm so glad they just had him say that scene, because that was one of the main things I wanted to talk about as well, how you could see his mindset of, in his mind, he's like, y'all don't want the life I live. I'm a loser, all right? Y'all don't want to be working your whole life like daddy. So I'm going to make sure, and y'all might not like it, but I'm going to make sure that y'all don't do the same shit I did. I'm going to make sure y'all are greater than me, greater than them people on the screen. I'm telling y'all. And there's something admirable about that. Like I said, I don't know if he necessarily went about it the right way, but it's funny. I can see people saying, what's admirable about that? Well, didn't you watch the Will Smith Serena sister movie? That was pretty admirable, because you just take out the whoopings and it's a pretty admirable thing. You know what I mean? So
I knew how challenging this would be, to take on playing Michael Jackson. And it was not easy. Definitely wasn't.
Every move matters. Every detail matters. You can't just go through a Michael Jackson move casually.
I met with Rich and Tone, who are Michael's choreographers, and we were wondering, can Jaafar really do this? Can he really do the most iconic moves the world has seen?
Land like this.
Yeah. I'm always on the wrong side.
And Jaafar said, just give me some time.
And Jafar, did you absolutely nail it, you motherfucking G. Yo, there are moments in this movie you're watching where you almost forget you're watching Jaafar Jackson and not Michael. Like, there's just, especially during the performance aspects of it, there are times where you're just watching and you're seeing the spins and you're seeing the crowd reactions. And obviously they can never, like, relive how insane those crowd reactions actually was. You know, it's fucking crazy. I'm looking on the ground, and I swear this is not cap. I didn't have this out for like the video purposes. I just saw this. I owned this motherfucker when I was like 8. When I was like 8! We're talking about the GOAT! The GOAT! Don't stop till you get enough. I wanna rock with you. Billie Jean, Thriller, Bad, The Way You Make Me Feel, Man in the Mirror, Smooth Criminal, Dirty Diana, Black or White, You Are Not Alone, Earth Song, Blood on the Dead, You Rock My World. Oh my gosh, Michael Jackson #1s. Michael Jackson #1s, nigga. What are we talking about, man? And Jafar absolutely killed it. And like I said, that is not cap. I that must have been there for a little while now. But Jafar absolutely killed it, man. I mean, there are, like I said, legitimate times in this movie where I completely forgot I'm like watching a movie and not like a documentary series, and just totally encapsulated like in it. So man, shout out Jafar, bro. You absolutely killed it. And I one thing I talk about a lot is that we always get to see, because I'm a DJ, right? So I always say people get to see the big party the day of, but they don't see any of the, like, you know, all the little promotion planning and, you know, the calling this venue, calling this venue, arguing, and I don't want to say arguing, but negotiating with this venue, then calling somebody else. Yo, I need you to talk to them. They're acting fun. Like, they don't see any of that, you know. And with us, we didn't really get to see Jafar practicing and perfecting these skills for 2 years. And that's why I love for him to say, like, just give me some time, because I'm big on that. Y'all, listen to me. I bought a DJ board like a year and a half ago. And that was what I told everybody. Yo, give me some time. I don't, just like Marlon Wayne said. Let me insert that Marlon Wayne's clip.
People always want to try and write off and test greatness. I don't have to be great right now. Check me in 10 years. I'm going to make them stand when I walk out. I'm going to make them stand when I leave. Because, nigga, I know what I'm doing now.
You don't have to be great right now, bro. You just have to be, you know, willing to go through the motions and to get better in the process of it. But I'm not one of them people that was just gonna sit in this room for 2 years practicing and then let me throw a party. Fuck no. Let's get to it now, you know? So shout out to Jafar, bro. The Michael movie was absolutely amazing. I find myself kind of wanting to go back and experience it again, just because if you are like me, and a gigantic Michael fan, I mean, what was there not to love about the movie? And also, I saw some reviews before I went saying, oh, it's just a concert. Yo, niggas, yeah, I don't understand when people just get on and exaggerate like that. Like, yo, there was some actual story in there. Was it the deepest story in the world? No, but it was pretty much the story about how Michael's family, how you love your family and you can still love your family while saying, guys, I think me specifically, I'm on a different path. There's no disrespect to that. I just think I'm on a different path. Y'all still my brothers. I still love y'all. But I don't want to do that stuff no more. You know, I'm not a kid in a group anymore. I'm Michael Jackson. And that was pretty relatable. I like that aspect of it. But if you let some of these reviewers tell you, you think literally the whole movie is just performance. And which is kind of, like I said, what I went into thinking, like, okay, I've heard it's just like 18 songs. Dude, it's nothing of the sort. Like, the performances are pretty dope. I do see what people were saying where they're saying it's cut pretty fast, but I don't know how you like relax and chill in a Michael movie when you're also not allowed to get but so deep. You don't have time to like stick around on things and get super in depth. But I'm hoping in Michael 2 we can get a little bit deeper due to, I mean, that'll be bad but I mean, it's like that was right around, you know what I mean? Michael 2 is an interesting thing. We will have to see how they do that, and if, like, even how they can pull it off, if at all. Will Nia Long be back? We see Nia Long says they're trying to pay her the minimum amount, not the same amount as her co-stars, because they lowered her role in the film. But you can edit my scenes out. I still acted in those scenes, even though they're cut, because for all we know, y'all might put a directed version out or deleted scenes. No, I still need to be paid for that. So shout out Nia Long, man. Paid a woman. I think she absolutely killed it as Michael's mom. And yeah, man, that's all I really got to say. I could rant about this all day. I could talk about Quincy. I could talk about the head of security. That was so dope. I could talk about the pets like Monkey, or Bubbles, he called him. I'm not gonna lie, that moment was like, I don't know if that was meant to be funny, but there, Michael Bubbles, that was fucking hilarious, by the way. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Fly J out.
I love challenges, and I wanted to prove to myself, my family, and the filmmakers that I can do this.
That control of the weight shift, the smoother it's gonna look.
I started to rehearse for hours and hours upon hours until one single move was right, dancing until my feet would bleed or them go numb. There's so many times I would wake up sore, be like, should I go rehearse? Should I just take a break and let the body relax? Then the other part of my mind would be like, no, what would Michael do?
Let's do it again.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
Jafar never stopped dancing. He was rehearsing all the way up to the moment we started filming.
It's natural. It's a flow. All together.
I remember looking in the mirror right before going on stage. I had the full hair, makeup, and wardrobe, and I had a couple moments to myself just saying like, wow, I'm really here. There's no going back. It's time to go out there and put on the best show ever.